What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and I want to ask you: are you ever frustrated with uploading a video to YouTube and you get no views? I know I was when I first started. If you're a music artist and you have your own podcast or your content creator, look no further. Wham Promotions has gotten you covered. They specialize in high-end targeted YouTube campaigns that deliver real views, real subscribers, and most importantly, real growth. So if you're struggling with real organic YouTube growth, I'm here to tell you to go on Wham Promotions and use the promo code GODS and receive 20% when you check out. Tell them Ray sent you, you got 20% off. Let's go, guys. I'm looking to see you guys on the charts. Let's go.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to That's Debatable. I'm your host, Stanza Yvette Esquire, and joining me today is none other than the Culture Referee, Ray Daniels.
I just want to say I'm excited today. This is my favorite show to shoot because the pressure is on Stanza to lead and not me. Thank you, Stanza. Let's go.
You know, glad I'm a diamond, you know.
Let's go. Shine.
Under pressure. Also joining us is marketing and music executive Brian Miller.
Guru! Brian said, do not call me executive anymore.
Oh.
Call me music and marketing guru. I got you, brother.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
He didn't say it, but I'll take it.
Okay, music.
We gurus out here.
Okay. And today's guest debater is none other than producer, actor, songwriter, all of the things. He had a comma after comma after comma earlier today.
Immediately, yes.
Kia,
He is
what's going
God
on?
Show alumni. Let's start with Kia. So I wanted Kia, I'm gonna tell you, Stanza, I wanted Kia to do the show because I don't think people know how long I've been knowing this guy.
Yes.
And we talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
Kinfo Kia was a guy. I just want to set the stage because
Please.
it's important to me.
It's
That's
your
my
show.
friend.
Indeed.
Kinfo Kia was a guy who did everything his way. He was actually ahead of his time. It was just him and his girl. He was working his music. He was popping. He got signed. He had a bidding war. He had everything that an artist wants to have to be successful. That's very important to acknowledge when I met him, right? And then somebody who's in the headlines stole something from him and he took it back. And that dude, so I feel like it was a perfect person to talk to about everything. So go to your show.
Divine
My brother
timing.
is in the biggest movie in the world.
Indeed.
That's crazy.
I like this. I already hit the mic.
Touching my gavel.
I apologize, Queen.
Like Ray said, you're in the biggest movie right now,
Yeah.
Red One with
Yes.
The Rock.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
That was just a great experience, first and foremost, to be able to learn and then also earn with the best. If you want to be the best, you want to be able to see the best, and nobody's bigger than The Rock when it comes to the how much is paid per movies out here. So to be able to be on the same set with him, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons, it was just a great experience, man. And he was one of those things that I kept tucked. Because we shot it out here in Atlanta about a year and 8 months ago. So you know that's a testament to patience first and foremost. Also too, you be on those non-disclosures, so you can't say certain things. You know what I mean? And also when you do movies, your part could get cut out as well. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that.
I got paid, but are they gonna keep me?
Same thing. I played in Hawkeye, had a great scene, got cut out. You know what I mean? So so to be able to be in it, to see all my lines and stuff is still there, and I'm in it was a huge testament to God. He the one getting all praise and glory. He the one write my story. But at the end of the day, also too, another thing is like you never know what the next person got going on. So a lot of times people try to judge a book by its cover or by the last thing you've seen. You know what I mean? So just know that, like, you know what I mean? If you saw that and that's what's out right now in theaters, and go see it. It's a great movie, family, you need to go see it. It's not a crispy, like syrupy movie. It's really actions.
It's probably the most unique take I've seen on a Christmas movie in years.
It's really a great spin.
It really made me want to watch it. Like,
yeah.
So I'm gonna go. Now I know you in it. Let's go see it.
Yeah, shout out to you.
By the way, it's the number one movie in the world.
Number one movie in the
We
world.
got a star from the number one movie in the world. That's debatable. We are making it in life. Let's go.
Come on, man.
That's amazing.
Now, Stanza, I think it's time for you to lay down your rules.
We
already have somebody
you already
break it.
broke one.
I'm sorry, man. You said I do things
that don't belong to you, but no. We have two rules. The first one, let's just not talk over each other.
Indeed.
We want to hear everybody's point of view.
Indeed.
So as long as you can, state your piece and give others opportunities to say their piece, we'll be good. The second one is to respect my gavel, okay? Respect it, because don't pick it up, don't reach for it. It's not yours, it's mine. You gotta
I bought it.
Yeah. Listen, actually it's gifted to me. Shout out to you.
I said I bought it.
Oh yeah, you bought it.
I bought it for you.
I thought you were saying
I said it was a gifted from me to you.
Yeah, it was gifted
Let's
to
go.
me. It's mine. So, but if you hear it, just respect it. So usually, just if I'm gonna bang it, I want to change the subject. I want to add in something along those lines. But if you can agree to that, I mean,
Hey,
everybody agree? I'm with it. Brian,
it's too far away from me, sir.
Yeah.
So let's go.
See, all the guests like to reach for mine. I'm gonna sit it on the left side because
You gotta sit where Brian is at. That way you know what I mean?
Hey, Kenny was
All right, so we're gonna open up with my opening statements.
Okay.
The first one I want to jump into, which was kind of interesting because, in my opinion, it seemed like Metro and Future were kind of backpedaling on the whole beef thing. But what I want to dive into is that Future mentioned that they forgot about him on his own song. Kendrick Lamar mentioned the Big Three, but he wasn't a part of the Big Three on his own song. And so if he didn't get mad, nobody else should have gotten mad or looked at it as a dig. I want to hear your thoughts.
Future is an Atlanta nigga. I don't know how to say any better than that. He's finesse. He understands everybody's waiting for him to say something, and he found the perfect angle. Why nobody mad? He didn't even mention me. I could have felt like I got just on my own record, and I ain't tripping. Brilliant the way he took at it. I love it. And plus I heard they all back cool. I think they were trying to form the Avengers, but your man might have got kicked off the movie.
Yeah.
With the police games he did. But let's get to your story.
No, I do think that was a good move from a Future perspective that we all kind of overlooked. The Big Three, he should be included in that. Future's has been consistent and has been turning in number one after number one after number one. He's very, very consistent.
You inspired me to write notes.
So I definitely think that was a good move, man.
I agree.
I really thought that was a good move by Future.
So my question to y'all is, and this is kind of a yes or no question.
Yeah.
It's a two-part question. It stands I'm asking you to ask two. Should Future be in the Big Three? And if he should, who do you take out? I'll answer it too. If he was in the Big Three, because the Big Three is Drake, Kendrick, Cole. If you think Future should be in it,
I'm saying right now, I'm removing Cole.
Yeah, I'm removing.
I'm taking Cole out.
I'm taking
Drake
Cole
out right now.
Oh, you're taking Drake out?
Yeah, right now, absolutely.
I mean, even though he did what he did, he still.
That's why he's out. Absolutely.
What would you say?
Yeah, you know what? You make a good point because I would say I would take Cole out and put Future there. But after these events that happened this week, we cannot let Karen into the Big Three.
The black women have turned is on now.
Okay.
I love that.
On him, bro.
I mean, you gotta stand because you called the police on hip hop. That's crazy.
I respect that. I respect that. Now, I respect that. I do feel as though my new name for Drake is he's a male Karen. He's a Daren.
Yes.
Daren.
You gotta let your first. And by the way, you're the best person to say the name.
He's a Daren.
Because he tried to call you that when you went at him, and now it's his turn. So
Exactly.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
I like
later.
that.
But I definitely. But I say J. Cole only because of the fact that I love my hip hop artists to be able to be stand up guys that go at when you have drama to go at an individual. And I just think I put Future in his place. Drake is still in it because of the sales and how big the magnitude of how much he sold and what he sells. I removed J. Cole because when it came down for him to bag up the lyrics that he was spitting on Big as the What and all these huge songs, he didn't do it.
He backed down.
He backed down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we'll get into
Now,
we'll get into Daren.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting Daren. I love Daren. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say this: he should be in the Big Three. And before yesterday, it would have been easy to remove Cole. But I will say this: after him filing two
another one came
petitions
out.
About like a second one day in a row, he got to be out. I think, like I've said on this show, I've said on this couch, I think that Drake is in trouble.
Yeah.
Not because and everybody's focusing on his talent. He's so talented, he's so this. You're bothered.
Yeah, you're bothered.
You're bothered. Like, you literally, DeMar DeRozan didn't do nothing. You like, if you put him up, I'll take him. So it's like, you thought you were bigger than the sun and the moon. And you thought that you were more important than the Raptors. And like, dog, if Kawhi Leonard was in the video, the Raptors can't celebrate who gave him a championship because he's in the video. It's rap.
Yeah.
No, it's rap. But
It's
but
just
Cole,
rap.
though, I'm not mad at Cole for bowing out, but you lost your battle card. It's like you can't go after anybody anymore.
But guess what?
They're calling J. Cole the smartest man in hip hop right now. They're literally calling him that.
Because he dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
You an MC. So Kia, you start off as an MC. Your position towards rap is slightly different than mine.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you know you can't compete, or you don't want to compete, or you don't want to get dirty, like you know what's about to happen, bow out. It's like if I'm about to go to war with my friend and I'm like, I went through some shit a while ago and I went to a lawyer and I was like, yo, I have a relationship, it's a business, and then the lawyer was like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do, and I'm like, I don't want to hurt them. Yeah. I just want to be out of business with them. So there is an ugliness that comes with this. That you're right. I just think that when Cole sat down and realized what he's gonna have to do against people he loved, he was like, I'll let y'all do it.
So you basically said J. Cole took the part of Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boys in the Hood, Let Me Out the Car.
24-hour L. That's right. And that's all he took was a 24-hour
Hey,
L.
that's a great way to end it.
That was good.
Hey.
And by the way, and listen, we didn't see Doughboy die.
Hey, I'm
But
thinking.
we knew at the end Doughboy got killed 2
gonna
minutes
die.
later.
I'm thinking Friday. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
And to me,
because his ass was.
And to me, in this scenario, because everybody's been saying, talk about it. This is probably the most unique situation that's ever occurred in hip hop, where now mind you, if you suing because they took something from you,
We getting there. You getting ahead of me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Get ahead of me.
Sorry,
Get ahead of me.
control the show. But
Get ahead of me.
if it's some like they took something, I got to do this, is different. You lost a battle, and you're trying to make logic of it. You know what he's doing? It's kind of similar to when Gunna is like, I didn't snitch. A lawyer might say that, but to the streets, you agree.
Yeah.
So it don't matter if the legality, like the streets don't care about legality.
Proffer,
He didn't file a lawsuit.
Yeah.
He filed a petition to get some. I don't care. You lost the battle. And by the way, if this was your first battle and you lost it, I guess I would give you a pass, but I'll say, you know what? You never really wanted to do battles, but when you was eating Meek Mill alive, is that your girl tour? Is that a war tour? You was in Philly. Jay Prince had to meet them boys at the gate, and what I'm saying is you understood what Kayne, what happened. Yo, I'm in Philly tonight, Jay Prince, I need the mob up here, and they showed, and Jay Prince like, not tonight, right? It's respect. So my thing when I'm looking at this, I'm like, bro, like you understand the game you're playing. Mm-hmm. You understand it, and you was cool with playing it as long as you were winning. Mm-hmm. That ain't no real nigga shit.
No, it's not.
Because real nigga shit, if my friend, if you was my boy and you fought somebody and got beat up and you try to go kill him, I'm going to say, that's whack. Yeah. Fight that nigga straight up or take the L.
Exactly.
But to kill him and end his life and end your life because of a loss, come on, bro. So that's my opinion. I'm sorry. To me, I think that he's closed the back. He turned his back on hip hop when he filed the lawsuit.
Cool. We're going to get there.
Let's go.
We're going to get there.
What's next? What else is your opening statement?
Yes, because you getting ahead of me. Lil Nas, Shabuzi is now 19 weeks at #1.
Congratulations.
He's now tied.
Biggest song of all time.
Of all time.
He's tied Lil Nas X.
Well, that was 18 weeks last week.
No, they're tied at 19. Yeah, so one more week and he'll take the ultimate record. He was at the CMAs and fans are saying that he was robbed after losing a single of the year, song of the year at the CMAs. Billy Ray Cyrus spoke out and shuns him, saying that Beyonce should have been nominated. She wasn't nominated for her country album. But my question is, because we're seeing a lack of support from the African American community for Shabuzi, because his last name is actually Chibueze. He's a Nigerian, but his white counterpart started to call him Shabuzi, and he just took it on as a stage name. So I just wondered, how much of it, because they're coming from it like he's tap dancing.
Can I go first?
He's tap dancing to get into white areas, so like he's not having the respect. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
I would say the same thing to Shabuzi that I'm going to say to old boy, Drake. Listen, bro, why are we complaining about showing up the tables? That's the industry. You're making money in the business. Who cares about the fucking CMAs? I have the biggest country song of all time. And I use rap to do it. So now Jaquan and them getting paid too, and his producers getting paid. I love it. But you know what I would do if I was him? I wouldn't have showed up. Or if I did, I would have showed up like Kanye and fucking Amber Rose at the 09 awards.
Yeah.
Drunk, grab 'em. I'm gonna make y'all more, cause y'all don't want me here.
Yeah.
I'll make y'all uncomfortable. But I want to say this. This is probably unpopular, but I just want to celebrate the CMAs. Because what they're doing, what hip hop should be doing. We ain't letting everybody in. We don't care if you don't have that intent. You're gonna have to, if you want to be one of us, you're gonna have to act like one of us.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what we should be learning from them and what happened with the situation with the Canadian guy, because we let him in. We no shit. I can't be real with you. I'm a Drake fan, but I'm also a strategist for a living. Like, I help people make money. That's why I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
The strategist in me is like, nigga, you've always been calculated. That's why everybody hated you. Because you knew how to play for the camera and do your dirt when no one's around. Now you're so rattled, bro. Like, how you getting rattled by a nigga that you got more money than? Like, nigga,
Let me tap in with you
go
right
ahead,
here.
please.
On the Shabuzi situation, I would say this. I agree with you on the way they gatekeep country music from us. I do think that means we need to work harder to make sure we consistently have more than just one record that does what this does, that what he's doing. All right, to Beyonce, keep coming with it. Consistency and persistence break down any resistance. Okay. All right. Secondly, I think Tommy Richmond came into our game and hit with a lot of big records. And to your point, he came in, and then as soon as he got nominated, I'm not hip hop. I'm something else. See, that's why we should have been like the CMAs have been like, nah, bro.
You ain't hip hop.
You ain't hip hop, so we ain't finna run you like that.
And can I be honest with you? If a white boy, country white boy, which one has a kid named David Morris.
Yeah.
He was a country rapper. What I mean by country rapper, like not Nelly country rapper, but like really rapping like a country white boy on southern country beats.
Yeah.
And we didn't invite him to the BET Awards.
Yeah.
And guess what? He wasn't mad that we didn't invite him. He didn't say, why BET now? So I'm rap. No, they understand that it's a business and everybody's not welcome, and get your money. Shout out to Sham, Sham and Joseph who signed them. Shout out to Tina Davis. By the way, the thing I like I like about Shabuzi is everybody around him is black or minority. He came to take y'all shit.
Yeah, it took
Yeah,
some.
that's why I have a
every
problem
time.
with it. That's why I have a problem.
You have a problem with what?
I have a problem with the CMAs. I have a problem with it.
Why?
What's the criteria then for me to get Song of the Year? Like, dude, I broke the record.
You broke the record not looking like us, being like us.
Okay, so go back to every song that broke the record. You can start with Boys and Men breaking Elvis's record, Song of the Year. They got their record broke, Song of the Year. It's like, so what's the criteria?
Yeah, but Song of the Year at the majors, this is country music.
I feel that.
Can I tell you something?
But it's a country song.
If y'all think so the CMAs was gonna let a black kid,
That's
Nigerian
the
black
problem.
kid, no, hear me out. You think the
Crazy.
CMA is gonna let a black kid walk in and take their food? You the same food that didn't understand what was supposed to happen.
So it is racism. So it is racist.
It's not racism. It's just it's
gatekeeping.
It's
I feel-
gatekeeping.
I feel you on gatekeeping.
What's the kid name? What's the kid name they let in? I only wanna be with you. Hootie and the Blowfish. He let him in. They just saying, but he's one of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Shabuzi is going. You think Shabuzi gonna make another?
But
Another tipsy record? Or is he gonna come with some
He
soft
has to at this point.
Nigga, he come with
Yeah.
some soft stuff shit.
Yeah.
What he supposed to do?
But it's so many at this point. You got Blanco, you got Breland, you got Tanner. It's so many.
I'll give you an example
I
though.
love Blanco.
I'll give you an
I
example.
love
I like Blanco too. The hip hop didn't necessarily invite Jelly Roll to our party, even though Jelly Roll, shout out to Jelly Roll, I love him, Nashville, my kinfolk, but he's not mad. To your point, that he didn't come to the BET Awards.
And my thing, bro, I like talking to you because my thing is black people gotta stop complaining about who didn't invite nobody and stop
who cares?
Stop inviting anybody who could dance, rap, or sing to the fucking barbecue.
Exactly.
I'm with
All
you
the
on
nigga
that.
gotta do is
I
dance.
love
Yeah.
it. Yes, because I'm tired of mediocre white
Like,
women
wow.
rapping and then she go
I'm
viral.
with you on
And
that.
now she got
And
brain
they
damage.
come in our
Like,
shit.
what is that about?
They come.
Exactly.
Let me tell you
What's that
something.
about?
They come in our
I
shit.
don't agree.
That's why we gotta give Eminem some props.
Yeah.
Because he the only white boy that stayed white and true to who he was
I'm
the
with you.
entire time.
He
So
was
you saying-
consistent.
so you
though.
saying Shabuzi
he
what?
was consistent.
I'm saying that you don't think Shabuzi has dropped another record since the bar song?
I feel you on that. But what
Okay.
I'm saying is, what's my genre? Because again, if I'm coming into the game, let's just say I'm ignorant to how the game works, and I'm ignorant to the CMAs and it being parceled out. I come into the game. You list me when I go to radio. My genre is country. You list me as country on the charts. I have the #1 song. I break the record, but I don't have Song of the Year.
In the top
Tell me
two.
why.
Top
And
two
the
is by
same,
two black
by the
men.
same reason why nobody calls Iggy Azalea the MC of the year. You ain't one of us.
Okay, so let me say
We
this.
we allowed you to come in and play in our culture.
So let me
and
say
that's
this.
cool.
We allowed Eminem to come in, but
No, Eminem, we didn't allow him to come in. Eminem actually didn't play in our culture. If I'm being honest with you, Eminem is the only white boy that actually did it the right way. He did not try to act black. He did not try to talk black. Hear me out. He did not try to hang around. He was
he was
crew,
him.
his crew was his crew from Little Boys.
No
he
question.
Knew that. So to me, I got it. Like, and by the way, I always say he can't be in my top 5. Eminem can't, but that doesn't mean that he's not one of one in his own thing.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. Would we have been right to say, just shun everything you're doing? If we took that
No,
approach
I mean,
back then?
I don't think we shun, but I do think they're going to make it more difficult. Even hip hop was first made difficult to get into the Grammys.
Man, we stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, there's going to be, this is just his first one.
I'm cooler
Let me
with...
tell you something. We are stupid.
Final
I'm sorry, I
point.
gotta say this. We are
Final
stupid
point.
as fuck. You know why? Because when fucking that kid comes over here from Korea talking about he's a rapper, walking Gangnam Style.
with you
He had
on
a
that.
#1 song. We let him come perform everywhere.
Do not bang that
We're
down.
doing it right now.
As soon as somebody of another race makes us feel like they grew up listening to hip hop, you can come to the barbecue.
I'm with
Stop
you on
it
that,
right
but hold
It's
there.
on.
happening right now. With
Don't bang that down.
It's happening right now.
Stop
I agree.
inviting them.
It's happening right now with
Stop
the boy
inviting
who sing the Project Pat. He doing Project Pat's.
He is doing Project Pat Flow. I can't think of
Ian
it.
Dior.
Project Pat Flow.
Ian Dior, white kid from Atlanta, from
No,
Georgia.
ASAP
Not
Rocky
Ian
just got on
Dior.
his record. ASAP Rocky just got they previewed it at the Thailand Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he's a different Vietnamese rapper.
Yeah.
And he's doing this whole Project Pat cadence. And now ASAP Rocky's hopped on his remix tonight, and it's like he's one of us. It's a good song, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, we are like, if you dope, you could just come.
Yeah.
We don't make it hard. I just
wasn't
think
mad
CMA
at
is
the
making it
Beyonce
hard.
shun. I am mad at the Shabuzi one. I'm not mad at Beyonce shun because I
Why?
feel like that was a ploy. I feel like Beyonce's entire country thing was a ploy.
I would have walked
was a
in that
Taylor Swift.
motherfucker.
I agree.
I would
Right.
walk like
I agree.
a rapper in 2008, nigga.
Exactly.
18 chains
Exactly.
on, nigga, white t-shirt on. The niggas is in the
Man,
building.
I would have rolled up
I
in
feel you.
Exactly.
I was mad at the same
I'm
time.
sorry.
I was like,
Last for my opening
Sorry.
statements.
We get into this
Thank
shit.
you.
We
Yeah,
never did
y'all
this
be
long
all
opening
real
statements. Let's go.
passionate.
Let's go.
But Neo had something interesting to say about his relationship. Said he feels like a weight has been lifted off of his shoulders since embracing polyamory. He says his three girlfriends, I don't have to lie anymore. I just want to hear your thoughts.
yes,
You married?
no.
You can hear your thoughts first.
Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
Because Neo's a friend, but here's the thing. I'm not mad at what he's doing. I'm not, because again, I mean,
I don't
it's
think
like,
we said, I'm saying, what about what he said, though? He don't have to lie no more.
he don't have to lie no more. I mean, look, man, the man has been around the world and back and 50 times over. Knowing his situation, if you've seen it play out, he's been hitched, he's been married. It's like, look, at this point, I just want to be at peace. And so that's his truth. And he's like, yo, take it or leave it. He ain't running from it, though.
Yeah, but my only thing is this. First of all, I shout out to Neo. I appreciate him living his life freely. But bro, you've been rich since 05.
He wasn't lying.
Nigga,
to
who
nobody
you lying
before.
to in 08 when you the biggest star in the world? Who you lying to? And if you are, you didn't know who you were.
That's a very good point right there, because see what a real P does.
Tell him.
Okay, a real P, you don't have to lie to the woman to get the woman.
Especially if they want you.
You are the catch. You're the catch. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You don't have to give them a beautiful lie. Just tell them the ugly truth. And if they want to be with you, they want to be with you. Neo, he's a good dude. I used to see Neo because we worked at Tree Sound all the time. So I would see Neo. I'd be like, like, man, it's two different people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you? Because I'm married 22 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love her. The same girl you talking about in the intro. She would be to this day. So I'm like, in one hand, I want to, to converse with you about, marriage and the things that we go through as a married man. But when I come to the studio and I see you got, you got all these city girls here. I wonder, like, okay, what we doing? You know what I'm saying?
My only thing I would say,
I'm glad he's living free though.
My only thing I say to Neo, and I would say this too, because I fuck with Neo.
I do too. He's a talent, man.
How does a guy who sings songs like Sexy Love and writes songs like Irreplaceable end up with the crew that looks like they were all in Players Club? Like, it just feel like Neo would be with like a certain type of girl, because he's like a sophisticated R&B singer.
Yes.
But it's like he's probably the most nicest, kindest male
Yes.
R&B singer that
Yeah.
I've been around. Like,
No, he is.
he don't have no arrogance to him.
Nah,
He
he's
feels
humble.
thankful. But
He's
it's
cool.
like, nigga, you Neyo.
But you don't know what that came from. And again, I don't know his situation personally, but that could be trauma, man. It could be like, look, maybe I wanted that, but then it's like, all right.
I'll just say this last thing. I'll say to every man listening, including Neyo. I saw, no, it's real talk. I saw this thing by John Gotti. John Gotti has a quote where he says, I don't lie to my wife. I don't lie to no woman. Because if I lie to you, that means I'm scared of you. And I'm not scared of not scared of you, the consequences that come with you, I don't care. And to me, that's how I took mine on. I was like, why am I lying to you? Like, am I afraid you're gonna whoop me? Like,
You know what I think it is though? If you
me.
know him and y'all know him, he's a very respectful dude. And I think a lot of people, like you're very assertive. So it's like, hey, this is what it is. Him, he's probably like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. And I might like you that much to where I'll lie to you because I don't want to lose you and I know you're not.
So this is like
It's
Jody.
possible.
So it's like Jody in
Baby
Boy.
Boy.
Baby Boy.
Yeah, can I tell you what he need to do? Kevin Durant. Remember Kevin Durant? They was interviewing him a couple years ago, and during the playoff series, he was like, do you know about me? He said, I'm Kevin Durant. Do you know that? Like he was like, I'm Kevin Durant. Like I feel like somebody need to tell Neyo, you're Neyo.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like I just wish he knew that because it's like.
I think he knows.
I don't think his
he
ego
knew,
comes into
but
play. I think
because-
that's what it is. I think he checks his ego all the time. I really think that.
Yeah,
He's just
but-
not an egotistical dude.
No, I think
I
that at one
I'm
point in his
not
life he was
buying
considered
that
not attractive to
Neyo
women,
was-
and now that he got money, he probably don't trust how women feel about him. Maybe, but dog, it's cool.
I don't think
Everybody
Neyo
didn't get
was
chicks
just
their whole
walking
life. I
around
didn't. I had to
lying
work
to
for it. When I
women.
got a 7th grade, I had to figure that shit out. I was like, it ain't working for me. I get it. You know, some niggas ain't cool. And my thing is is that every time I'm around Neyo, I'm like, this dude is cool as hell. And Neyo got things, right? But I'm like, why he never show that? Like, I think, like, R. Kelly would walk in the gym with his 5 and say, his 5 wouldn't even, R. Kelly would walk in, no, have you ever seen R. Kelly?
Yes.
He walks in the gym, his girls sit down, don't say a word.
Yeah, head
There are
down.
documentaries that explain.
head down.
Remember we was at they was in the house and they were saying something to the girls and the girls looked straight and they was like, why these girls ain't speaking? They was like, they Kale's girls. Like, and my thing is, that might sound ugly, but at least he was walking in his pimp shit.
Yeah,
At least he was walking in the room.
We call that abuse.
Hey,
right?
I'm
It
not-
is.
We call that
That's true.
abuse.
He
call
took it a
that
little too
abuse.
far,
Yeah,
leaving him in the
yeah.
rooms with buckets. But I'm saying
We call that
he was
abuse.
he knew
Allegedly.
he knew he was R. Kelly.
No, he actually was doing it.
He
Allegedly.
don't alleged that nigga. He was doing it.
He really was doing that.
No, what 50 Cent said, whatever he said he did.
He did.
He did that
No, he
shit.
did.
Get a petition on that's debatable.
Exactly.
Life is crazy and bad things happen, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate to having some, crazy moments happen right now. Ray, what's something that you do to keep going?
What I like to do to keep going is I drink my Lucky Energy drink to give me some energy because I know I have the winner in me. I'm just being honest. Like today I came in really tired and I taste that Lucky Energy. It hits me. I'm gonna be honest.
Took you there.
It takes you. It makes me want to run and scream and yell. And by the way, it's all natural. That's what makes it dope. So I do that when I'm trying to pick myself up.
Absolutely. And it's crazy that you mentioned Lucky Energy because the founder himself has walked through so many different things. He was in a plane crash where 136 people died and he survived. He's raising
He's one lucky fuck.
Yeah, he's definitely lucky. And his father passed away in that plane crash as well. He's also raising a daughter that has special needs. And so part of the branding of the company is that they want to show that life continues to move forward and you can still move on despite all of the bad things that have happened to you. Lucky Energy has been a part of different videos. Friday's Baddest in the Room, Sukiana's out, and they've given away about $20,000 in flight credits. Yeah, we need flights. Yes.
Sponsor the show. Fly somebody,
Right, fly us out.
We'll film an episode in first class. Me and Stanton will. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. So I think it's just, great to highlight what the founder has done and continues to do for the people, and not even the people that support his brand, but those who don't as well. So if you want to check out Lucky Energy, be sure to check them out on Amazon. We're going to provide the link in the comment section below, and you're going to get $12 off. So yeah, shout out to Lucky Energy. Thank you for giving us the freedom to fly.
Making us feel lucky. Well, that nigga did.
He did
that shit.
He definitely did.
Oh, he did that shit. Oh, he did.
That's why he's
did
serving
that
a life sentence
Yeah.
for
We
it.
got
Yes,
Sam,
yes.
we got
Life. Hit the gavel. Life.
Life.
Boom. He was gone.
Under the jail.
Good night.
what you talking about.
So our first topic we're gonna jump into is Memphis artists.
Yeah. Let's go. Memphis for sure.
Yes. So we felt you're an MC from Memphis. You got an understanding.
Yeah.
3-6 Mafia. You got it. Like who
Dolph,
do you call? It's like
A-Ball, and
yeah,
J.
all of the things.
Now,
Who reigns supreme?
Who has the most influence in your opinion? So let me give you an example why I wanted to ask you this question. Because the biggest artist in Atlanta history by far is Outkast.
No question.
But the most influential artist in Atlanta history is probably Tip and then Future. Like you have way more tips.
You don't put Gucci Man in there?
No.
Nah.
Because he's from Birmingham?
Not because he's from Birmingham. I just think that
No diss. I'm just.
No. That's
I'm
like
like
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne.
Gucci's
Yeah.
up there with me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying
Gucci Mane?
the reason why I don't
Shout
put
out
Gucci in that is because I don't really think Gucci ever called himself an MC as much as he called himself like just a businessman. Like I feel like Gucci does what he got to do to get the money, which I love. He's more of a hustler than me than he is an artist. Like if Gucci had 10 artists making him the money he making, Gucci at the house.
Rap,
He like nigga, I'm gonna collect my money and run my label. So that's the reason why I would give him a slight pass, but. Yeah, I just was like Tip and Future. So when I think about Memphis has had more influence on Atlanta than any other city in America.
But I'm curious your answer.
No,
Who's the most
Atlanta's
impactful
hip hop.
Memphis?
Atlanta hip hop. No, see, Jack, you looking crazy. Let me explain something to you. Atlanta before Memphis was, I'm gonna show you, you buster, you gonna love me. Like Atlanta was booty shake.
It was booty shake.
The hardest Atlanta shit you might get is the organization, right? Can't knock no player. Atlanta was rapping on booty shake music. When we want to hear hard street shit, Player Fly, Tom Ski Mask and the Family, 3-6 Mafia. When you want to hear hard South music, it was nothing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It was A-Ball and
A-Ball and
MJG.
MJG,
T.I., Jeezy, Gucci, all the people that has influenced Atlanta culture, excluding Outkast, is all sons of A-Ball and MJG, UGK.
And even when Outkast came out, Andre was quoted saying that he was inspired by by A-Ball and MJG.
Absolutely.
To answer your question, the most influential would have to be 3-6 Mafia.
Really? Over Ball and G?
This is why. And Lord knows, Primrose and Marvin, those are my dudes. A-Ball and MJG, it's like a
Getting
1A,
real names. I love
1B.
that shit.
These guys they just had a street name after them. These guys are, top shelf.
Second favorite rap group of all time.
Serious. But we gotta look at the production value of 3-6 Mafia. We gotta look at how much they sampled into today's marketplace in 2024.
That's true.
And over the last 10 years, how many times they have been sampled. Their music is quintessentially the sound of the
Southern
Southern energetic club sound right now. So though what they push and sometimes what they idolize in their situation was not necessarily my cup of tea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've had our run-ins in the past, but I would never ever not give up the flowers to individuals like that because they definitely, that sound production wise, you look at how many times they're sampled, man. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
So you feel like that's a Memphis thing, though?
That's
would you say the same about like impact in this country? Like you feel like still 3-6?
Yeah, I think 3-6 Mafia, and then I think like now when you talk about artistry, lyricism, or right now in the game culture-wise as far as artists concerned, I gotta say, Yo Gotti, who was somebody that I put out his first album nationally, Life, was streaming right now. Go stream it, Life album. But Yo Gotti, if you didn't have Yo Gotti come out, then you wouldn't have had Moneybagg Yo come out. You don't have Glorilla. You don't have Black Youngster. You don't have Block Boy JB. Shoot. And 901, Shelby Drive, Look Alive. Take Keith. You got to understand, Take Keith came from Block Boy JB because that was his producer.
Yeah.
So now look at what Take Keith done with Drake non-stop and these huge records that Take Keith has done with his full run. The producing and all that or whatever. Like, so I just think that Memphis has always had an influence on the production, 3 6 Mafia is the most sampled. Yo Gotti has also opened up the doors to a lot of new artists. Black Youngster too. I forgot about him.
No, you said Black Youngster. You said for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists have come out now because of what. And Glorilla she is right now like she's the hottest girl.
I got a question for you. Don't bang that gavel. I got a question for you.
Don't bang
don't
that.
you- but
Does
you
he not
don't-
sound
no,
like
but
Republican?
you-
Don't you?
change
But I
the-
love-
you
but I-
good-
and I
you
love-
good about
yeah.
changing the topic.
No, I'm not gonna
and
change
I
it, I
want you to
promise.
stay on topic.
And I gotta shout out Young Dolph and
Yeah, I was about to ask you, where
and
do you-
because
where
if
do
you
you
didn't
put
have
Dolph in
Dolph,
there?
you didn't
That's
have Key Glock. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't have that. So you gotta love that. And you got Bandplay that's producing all those records too. And Bandplay produces a lot for the big boy out of Texas. What is Big Extra
Big Extra
Plug?
Plug, yeah.
So you know I gotta. But we talked about who's number one, and number one would be 3 6 Mafia. You know what I mean? And then I think then you got what Yo Gotti has done. You know, to be able to bring other artists, you got to be able to.
Quick question, I'll keep it brief.
All right.
And I know a lot of this had to do
Bang
with
that gavel, that's the
don't
episode of
bang
Martin.
that gavel. I know that LA and Face had a lot to do with this, but why
Yeah.
didn't Memphis kind of expand into more of record label executives, things of that nature, its own ecosystem with that?
Yeah, the problem is clearly because we can't get along with each other. I mean, there's just too much animosity, too much as we would say, too much beef. It's a very small town. And when you have that small of, you can get everywhere in Memphis in 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And when you got that much individuals and that much money and that much ego, it's kind of hard for everybody to be in the same thing. A-Ball MJG, 3 6 Mafia did Stay Fly in 2005.
Yep.
Those guys have been relevant damn near the whole 90s and never did a song together.
Since 1993.
Like, and did not do a song. It took them 12 years for them to get on one song together.
That's crazy.
You see
And not
what
only
I'm
that,
saying?
they put Buck on there
And
too.
they put Buck on it to make it a whole Tennessee thing. Shout out to Young Buck. But like that just gives you the behind the grind of that is that like, these guys have been separated. It's been always been like the king of Memphis, who is the king. But I always was like, in order for it to be a scene in Memphis, it's got to be more than one thing in Memphis. Atlanta taught us that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's got to be more than one thing going on. So, and when we started to understand that, but when you got two big conglomerates like PRE and CMG, and then, it's just, oh my God, it becomes, it became what it became. Rest in peace, Dolph. Rest in peace, Jook.
Man,
It's just, I knew these people. I knew these guys. And it's just to see how it ends. You go all the way around the world, all over the whole country. Everyone loves you, make all this money. And then someone in your hometown is the one to bring you down.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Why you gonna get cookies for your kids?
I swear. It's crazy. Jook was at a funeral.
Yeah.
He was at a funeral and died at a funeral, at a wake.
At a wake,
In
yeah.
front of, and it
That's
was
crazy.
murdered in front of his
His
mama.
mama, in front
And
of
guess
his
what?
mama.
No one has found.
Who did it?
It's nothing.
Yeah.
That's
That was
crazy.
professional.
That's crazy.
That was, you're right.
That was professional.
I hate to shout out to Joe. I was on text.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I want to say, okay, so my thoughts on Memphis is that to me 3-6 is the most influential.
Yeah.
But Yo Gotti is the most important figure. Right? So when you think about Moneybag, Glow, Block Boy, Take Heath, Black Youngster, Drummer Boy, getting his first placements with this, I think the biggest mistake Yo Gotti made, and the only thing, I think this one thing changes the trajectory of Atlanta and Memphis. If Yo Gotti drops his music with his first album, instead of calling it cocaine music, what the name was, he would have called it trap music.
Yeah, that was a great. That's a great. That's why I like. You're somebody who really is a referee of the culture, bro. Because Tip, when he named trap music, shout out to Jason Jeter and the whole. Because I was working with those guys in the studio around that time or whatever when they was on Walker Street, and when they was doing that, it's just so smart. That was so smart for them to coin that phrase.
Yeah.
If Gotti would have coined trap music back when we dropped the Life album and any of that, like we was on TVT, it would have been, he would have got
and let me
that.
tell you why I say that. Because you don't even know you disrespected Memphis. When you said L.A. Reid, you don't know Memphis has more roots in black music than Atlanta.
No, I feel
Stax
that.
Records.
Yeah.
I think my question was more so why they never
why
organized.
yeah.
And I
No, they
know-
are organized.
Well, I'm saying like LA and Face made it fashionable to say
Well, that's
this label
that's
is
because
here.
that's the man, right? You got to understand these guys are from there. LA brought sexy
Right.
to Atlanta,
Yeah.
so he gave. It's almost like he gave them
Yeah.
another viewpoint. Oh, I could dress like that. I could look like that. So that was the difference. 'Cause I always say there's a difference between Southern and country, right? Atlanta's Southern, Memphis is considered country, but I think Memphis is just as Southern as Atlanta.
Southern.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, but it's considered because it's not, because, but I feel like when you hear country versus Southern, it just, Southern just means a little bit more sophisticated.
But to me, you look at different states, you look at places like Jacksonville and Duval and all this, no one's done it there, no one's done it in Miami, not really.
Yeah.
No one's done it in Dallas. So I'm always curious as to why nobody galvanizes all the talent and says, look, this is our shit, because Atlanta did that. I mean, even though it was in different sects.
Atlanta has been a city that has been unapologetically black.
Yeah.
LA and them just made the right decision.
Yeah,
they just
they
came
did.
to the.
Yeah.
If they would have went cause he like dog, you had Draper and fucking Jay Prince coming out of Houston, and they was. But it was. I'm telling you, I moved to Atlanta from New York City. There's a difference between country and Southern people.
Yeah. I agree. But look at what Jay Prince did with Rap-A-Lot. I mean, that was done. It was like, if you thought about Houston, it was like, Rap-A-Lot is where you're going, period.
I know, but the biggest star in Houston is who?
Scarface.
No.
To me.
The biggest star in Houston is a motherfucker.
Oh, you talking about Beyonce?
No.
Is that what you talking about? Who you talking
Travis
about?
Scott.
Just Travis Scott.
You think Travis Scott bigger than Beyonce?
What?
For Houston?
No, for Houston, yes.
Yeah, for Houston, as far as like, rap. We're talking rap.
Let's be
We're
clear.
talking rap.
His first album
Well,
called.
I mean,
what was his first album called? What was his first album called? Rodeo.
Rap, if you talking about
Nigga,
rap,
he was letting you
Yeah.
know I'm from Houston from the jump. We just didn't see it because we don't think rodeo. We was thinking that, but I'm just saying that the biggest artist, you know, who Travis is signed to. He signed to Tip. Now think about that. Travis coming out of Houston, instead of signing a Rap-A-Lot, he signed to Grand Hustle.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's the perception of how it looks. And then even once he got to a certain place, he had to drop the Grand Hustle name because it held him down. Like, I don't know if you can be the biggest artist in the world if everything around you is local. I just don't know if people accept that. Maybe I'm tripping. That's just something to think about. Like,
no, it is. Because Travis, I mean, he's the biggest touring artist, man. I mean, this guy, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, the amount of people that come to his shows, you know, he's as big as Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally is. Like,
big as the Cowboys, you're right.
Yeah, he's huge.
All this time, though, like, you have to leave your city
Texas.
to go.
She from Texas.
Yeah, but I'm always
But you have to leave
Dallas,
your city.
Triple D.
Like, nobody shows you love in your city
market.
first.
It's almost like I'm a label.
You
I'm
gotta
gonna come
go.
poach talent out of your market.
Yeah, I think
I think you just gotta leave.
from you guys, Atlanta is I think L.A. Reid, they called it here because even the structure of Atlanta, they wanted to grow. You guys wanted to, the people in office, the people that wanted, they just, everybody wanted to get behind what was going on. Memphis, you still were dealing with a race city that was like just now coming out of that. Like, this was Martin Luther King was slave. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you're not gonna have, even though music has been our culture, you know what I mean? We're going way back to Stax Records and Isaac Hayes and David Porter and going back to even Aretha Franklin got her start. There, all these records that we came out with there, it's just the city itself was going through so much racial tension that it is, and that kind of spilled over to even to where we are now, where it's like, it was just so much, you can't, I'm gonna hate on you, or you can't, if you get up, you know, you the king of Memphis. Okay, now I'm gonna knock you down so I can be the king of Memphis. Out here it was more.
But I would say T.I. said he the king of the South.
He did.
By the way, he had a stand on it.
He stood on it.
But we was cool with that. Like, it was like, we felt, for some reason, we felt like king of the South. We still got room. Yeah. Right? And maybe king of Memphis felt
it's like, but y'all didn't say, y'all said, okay, cool, we got Tip, he's doing that, and when Tip comes out, we gonna give it up to Tip. And then when
Jeezy
come
Trap or
out,
Die,
we rock it with Jeezy.
And then
and we rock it. Memphis is just getting to that point.
Yeah.
And then it's still the fan base has been divided because of what happened between Dolph and Yo. It's like, it's so divided that it's like, you know, they can't tour together. Those guys you mentioned can tour together.
Best album out of Memphis. I'm sorry, just ask a question. Best album in Memphis history. If I had to say Atlanta, I'm gonna say the two Atlanta is either gonna be trap music or Southern Playlist of Cadillac Funky Music. One of those two are the most important albums in Atlanta history. What's the most important album in hip hop album?
A.T. Ellington was a good album though, man.
But I'm saying, Southern Playlistic was
set it off.
That's what I mean.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna start off with Coming Out Hard. A-Ball MJG.
Hey, look what I got written down on piece of paper.
Yeah.
Coming Out Hard.
Coming Out Hard. Coming Out Hard, bro.
What?
Like
I got
that
a
album, bro. Like that album, bro. Shout out to T. Draper. Shout out to Slice T. Shout out to T Mix and those guys that produced that project. That album is just inspiring. It was a perfect body of work. You know what I mean? That was perfect. I think, man, That's the tough one.
I ain't gonna lie, Player Fly getting it on.
Okay, that was
Woo!
Player Fly getting it on.
Project Pat, Mr. Don't Play.
Now that Project Pat album, Mr. Don't Play, everything's working.
Come on.
Oh my God. It's hits on that. If
Come
it ain't
on.
from my hood,
Get the
get
fuck
from
around here.
He
I don't
had
know
hits.
y'all niggas. I don't fuck with
If,
y'all.
if
What?
Project Pat
That's
did
my
not
shot.
get caught with that weapon and had to go to jail for that 4-5 years,
It's gonna be the biggest.
I'm telling you, if you think Pat big now, he would have been
No,
been
Project
out
Pat
of here.
is the most underrated rapper
Yeah.
in Southern rap history.
He to me, I put Project Pat and Pimp C.
Yep. Period.
Like,
Like,
you know
he's
what I
right
mean?
on the Pimp because Pimp
Yeah,
C is the most
it's
unique
like
nigga from the South.
The way
But
they,
right
you
on
know
the
what I
Pimp
mean?
is Project Pat.
Yeah, the way they do their thing. Now, you know, there was a kid that came out of Memphis, let's see, like now, Yo Gotti Life album, his first album out the gate was an incredible body of work for that particular time frame of individuals, like, you know what I mean, for that particular season. Yeah, that was a good, and of course, I'm never gonna, it was a dude came out of Memphis, the boy said he crispy, his jean with 900 shoes, 850.
Hey,
he came with that
come
swag
on,
and
nigga.
that drip. That dude season was classic too. But
So crispy.
Yeah, that was,
What?
I mean, I was dripping before niggas didn't know what drip was. Like, they were talking about, what does this dude talking about swag music? But it is what it is, though. But I gotta do it, though. You know
By
what
the
I'm
way,
saying?
if you was from Atlanta,
Yeah.
it would have took off faster.
Oh, no, for sure.
That's
sure.
what I mean by
Yeah,
like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No,
I was
it's
like,
true.
Southern
It's
people
true.
feel like, I feel like they can lead it, but to me, Memphis is the most unique city in the South.
It's slept
And
on a
it's
lot.
It's the
It's
most
so
slept
slept
on
on,
musical
bro.
city
It's
in
so
the
slept
world.
on.
And as a brother that grew up loving
Yeah.
Fly, fucking Pat, 3-6 World Domination, tear the club up 97.
Oh, hard.
At least 9 songs on the album has been sampled and made hits later on in time.
I swear, bro. Like,
At least 9 songs
I
on the
mean,
album.
those dudes, man, like, I'm sure, like, I think Juicy J was speaking about this, about how he just, every day he wakes up, he's just approving.
Yep.
Approving. I mean,
Just getting
I'm going
money.
to tell you somebody else who we haven't mentioned, though, who, if you look at their Spotify monthly listeners, he's like in the 10 millions. Kingpin Skinny Pimp.
Nigga, what?
He is
King of the Players Ball
he
album?
is sampled so much by
I'm
A$AP
sorry.
Rocky.
And they
by
tell us to wrap it up.
Kanye,
I'm sorry. We
by-
fans of
yeah.
Southern music.
Yeah.
Hey,
Y'all
nigga.
gonna
Keep
do
on
it.
that. I'm sorry. That
Oh, man. All right.
Right.
Okay.
I ain't no fake pimp, bitch.
Yeah.
I got hoes on the track, booming, dancing in the shape joint, send
All
my
right
money
now.
through Western
How dare you
Union.
let Ray bring that up?
All
All
right.
right.
King of the Players Ball.
Come on,
Nigga,
man.
I grew up being
Looking
a
for
player,
the
man.
showing. Come on, man.
go.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Chad. Chad's first day producing the show. He's like,
Yeah.
Hurry up.
you go like this. You
Wrap it
say,
up.
shut the fuck up, Ray. I'll
Wrap it
shut
up.
up. Let's
All
go, Chad.
right
The
now.
gavel is dropped.
Go.
The gavel is dropped.
So Drake.
What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and Dope Coffee is changing the way we consume coffee. It's more than just a coffee brand. It combines hip hop, creativity, and community support, making coffee a part of our culture, our music, and our arts. With high quality beans, Dope Coffee delivers great taste and cares about the environment. As a Black-owned business, Dope Coffee is committed to helping communities promote diversity and supporting new businesses.
That was a message from Dope Coffee. Now we're back with Kayne, the love child.
What up, 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 what up?
Things. We love to have you. We want to bring you on and just discuss a couple of things that's been going on.
Yeah, Kayne is my artist. He's gay.
Fine as fuck.
Okay, well, he would say that.
Amongst
He's
other
my
things.
artist, and Kayne is the thing I like about Kayne Stanza is that Kayne has always been a person that helped me see the world through the eyes of a gay man who's been. So for me, that's what made me love him so much. So for me, when we was talking about Khalid, I was like, I think I would love to hear Kayne's opinion on it. I don't think I'm qualified to speak on, you know, like that. So I just want to ask. So what do you? So go into your.
Yeah, so Khalid apparently had some relationship issues and he was outed. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people were saying, well, this
Corny.
Yeah.
So when a man gets outed, that's who is that corny
So-
to?
It's corny on the person who's outing them because that's not
It's not their place.
It's not your place to give to speak anybody else's truth but your own. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, everybody got their preferences, but
Yeah, so I also think that it's corny, but I think it's also very harmful in a sense because in the LGBTQIA plus, listen, I know the thing.
Got it together.
I know the thing.
Don't fuck that up. We don't want no smoke.
No, I know the thing.
Kayne will check me
Fact,
tonight.
fact,
Kayne will
fact.
check me.
Nah.
That can be dangerous, and we talk about deaths in that community because men have I won't even say that the ego is fragile, but when you tell someone something that no one else knew about them, and then they retaliate in a great way, I think it's very dangerous territory. Like, I want to hear what you think about that, and like, have you, interacted or had encounters with others that have experienced like violence at the hands of people who've outed someone else?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had, especially when it comes to a lot of our community forgets, the T, which is the trans community. A lot of those men and women are at the hand of that, because after the person who is not fully comfortable living their truth in that way, after the deed is done, they start to like flip, and they're like, "What did I
Who
just
flips?
do?" The person,
Straight, the man that wants to
yeah,
pose like he's straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even that's debatable whether if you like trans women, are you straight because you're as a male because you're attracted to a feminine figure. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, the trans community is where we see it the most. To whereas these men get done doing what they're doing, and then crash out, and they end up killing these people.
I had a friend I went to high school with that did that. He in jail for life.
And you're done.
Yeah.
And you're done because you can't live with the fact that this is what you like. This is what you love, because society has taught us so much that this is the worst thing you can do.
So let me ask you a question, because this one maybe, I'm glad you walked in here. When we were speaking on it, I think we all asked, we all said, should Khalid had responded? Because it felt like, why would you respond if you want to keep your stuff private? And not only did he respond, I've never heard the kid talk that much.
Yeah.
He's been talking a lot about
Yeah.
it. So my thing to you was, do you think it was smart for him to respond, or?
I mean, business-wise, you know me. Like business-wise, now that he was never, from what I've gathered, because I'm on a different side of Twitter than y'all. Okay, I'm a part of gay Twitter.
Gay Twitter.
So we see things and we speak about things that not everybody else is privy to. You see what I'm saying? So where this dude, and I'm not even gonna say his name because he's so corny. This dude thought he was going to take a W with that. You took the biggest L. The biggest L.
And also, I think, even on the other side of the tracks, it's like Khalid is not very problematic. Why would you?
That's why I'm not
he
responding.
He wasn't
Yeah.
I'm
hiding
not
anything.
responding. If I'm Khalid, I'm not responding.
Now, I can only speak for myself. I know I'm responding for the simple fact
absolutely.
that I'm not pussy.
Yeah.
No,
And you're not gonna,
but you know
But
what?
I'm from New York, so automatically I just feel like if you try me, you automatically think I'm pussy, and I'm not that.
But this is what I tell people. Coming from a PR and marketing perspective, it's not about the personal at that point. It's about now I have to take into account the audience you sold to for the last umpteen years.
Yeah.
I'm not responding. No response is I'm not even giving any credence to it. I'm like,
And if they turn their back on him, then that's the reason he has to speak up, because now you have a bigger audience. You have a different audience now. Because when the people who turn their backs on you over here find out that you're a part of the community, whether you make good music or not, they're going to embrace you because they're like, come here. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, and
Tell us.
very, very clearly, he is not gonna have a problem. His demo is a big percentage of his demo is Caucasian.
I agree.
Only us.
Yeah.
Only us. We find out a nigga gay. Then it's like, oh my God,
But the response-
can't fuck with him. Get him out of
The
here. And
response
it's the
that
dumb
he
shit.
received,
Can I ask a
it
que- can I ask a
wasn't
question?
negative though.
But can
It
I ask a
wasn't
question,
bad. I
though?
didn't
Oh no,
see- yeah,
it
and
worked out perfectly because he was
I
outed.
feel
Now,
like,
now if he had said one day and made a video and was like, this is what it is, it would have went off completely different other way, and it would have been they're emasculating the Jackie meme. They're emasculating the black man. This is all an agenda. We're gonna die. This is AIDS.
So you think
They do
there's
that.
empathy for him because of the situation he was
Big-
outed?
most definitely, and it sucks that it has to be that way, is because as an openly gay black male who is has more talent in his fucking pinky nail that he bites than 98% of these niggas that's on the radio, that's on these shows, I have to fight to be myself. You feel me?
Right.
And that is so whack. And I have to fight. It ain't the other people, it's our people. Why are y'all so pressed? What is going? I have a viral video right.
you don't think that the
No,
black
I want to
community?
know what he's pressed about.
Okay.
I want to hear that
Pressed
question.
to know who I'm sleeping with.
You
No,
don't
I
think
don't
that
care.
the black community is desensitized though? Because the more and more I look, because I have to look at social media every day. I don't want to, but I have to. It's part of what I do. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it just seems like everybody's desensitized now.
Nobody's desensitized because I have a viral video right now with 1.5 million views. That's 7 seconds of me at Pride looking cunt in a tennis skirt in a Telfar outfit. And I get told they're going to kill me and I should die 30 times a day. By my people, our people. They tell me that. God should have took you out. Somebody needs to put a bullet through his skull. You feel me? Desensitized. If it was desensitized, then that wouldn't be the focal point of it.
I'm gonna say this to you, and by the way, I love this conversation because me and Kayne, I get educated so much from Kayne, and I love talking to him because, nigga, I don't hate nobody. Educate me, right?
Facts. Big facts.
Yeah, I don't hate nobody.
Ray and Toronto are the only ones who really took a chance.
Like, bro, like I don't even. I see a star.
Yeah.
I don't see a gay man. I see a star.
And in a perfect world, everybody would think like how you think.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
but
we
what
can look past that.
But what I was gonna tell you is, I have a theory. I think guys that are disgusted and make it known they're disgusted by gay men are the guys that really like them on the low.
Almost that,
Oh, for
Ray.
sure.
You know
For
what
sure.
goes
Why
on.
does it bother you so much?
Ray,
For
Ray,
sure.
one of the songs that we in the chamber that we love
yeah.
the most
Yes.
is about an NDA that I had. Now that's another thing.
Oh shit.
Sign these NDAs, please, because then you have cornballs like this dude who put Khaled in this situation. You have them out there. You feel me?
Kevin Garnett, that thing.
Hello, come on now, come on. It's a
Kevin
couple
Garnett,
names.
oh, Kevin
It's a
Garnett.
couple names I can say, and Ray knows this.
He's like,
Yeah.
no phone.
We're not- get up.
My clients have NDAs on their phone for Adobe sign. That
Why?
they
Thank you.
text.
Jack,
Thank
why
you.
don't I have NDAs?
Sign right
Yeah,
here. Sign right
yeah,
here.
Absolutely.
Jack, I need an
So
NDA.
if you around some people you don't know, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna text it
Yeah.
to you and it'll shoot right back to them.
But I was
handle
like
that.
I was saying, like, you know, this is not. I hate how we act like this thing, like liking the same sex just got here.
Huh?
Why you think it's not a surviving B Miller out there?
Hello. But no, for real, like we act like it just got here. No, it's 2024. I'm here to let everybody know nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I just want to ask you a question, and this is my last question I gotta ask you because I love you so much.
You've seen my DMs.
I don't want you to talk. Yeah, I have. I don't want you to talk to me. I want you to talk to the camera.
Okay.
Okay, so we know that in 2025, that's your camera right there. We know in 2025, Donald Trump won. And we know that the MAGA community is gonna be loud and proud about who they don't like and who they don't mess with. What would you say to the MAGA people that have a problem with your community? I just feel like I wanna know what you would say to them. I want you to address them too. MAGA community, I really want you to address them.
MAGA community, MAGA community, how y'all doing? This is Kayne the Love Child. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, we are on a spinning rock, floating around in the abyss of space. Nothing is going to change now that you know the person you support is in office. I'm still going to be me. People are still going to be them. Bills still have to get paid. Money still has to get made. So only thing I can really say to them is, congratulations, your man's won. But this is the last time. This is the last time. So make the best of it.
So you feel like in music that truth should be told in the beginning? In
Yes.
music.
Yes.
Okay.
I am not with that.
I'm saying that if you are homosexual, I feel like I'm asking, do you think that should be out at first? Because again, you're making these records and leading people to believe one thing, and then it flips, and it's like, oh, okay, so you want.
I
No.
don't know.
This is
That's
what I'm
not
saying.
nobody's
I
business. I don't think I think so. I
But
don't
that's
know.
my point. That's the
I'm
reason
saying,
why
but
I
think
wouldn't
about
have
this, you
responded.
just laid out how hard it is. Like, that's why I hate when people say, like, y'all chose this. Like, nobody chooses.
Now.
Hear me out. I'm saying.
You about to set this nigga off.
I get it though. I get it.
A discriminatory lifestyle,
Yeah.
like you walk outside, you can't be yourself.
Yeah.
Like that level of discrimination. Yeah, some people are, you know, like they may portray because they think
Most
it's
definitely.
like it's a cool thing. But I'm saying people that are truly
Yes.
in there, like you.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
you don't choose that because this is it's an easy life to walk.
Oh no,
you know?
no.
So
If
my
I
thing-
could
But here-
choose,
but
I
you're-
promise you,
But
it's
here's
been
my
times
thing,
I've
though.
been.
You're an attorney, so
On my
thing
knees,
is,
pause.
When you're selling, we sell perception in the music business. We sell talent, we sell perception. So in the beginning, it's like, okay, at some point, you have to consider it. Like, because if it comes out, it does change perception.
And that's what I'm saying. But see, that's why I said.
But I
So
think
you
they
don't
should
think you
have
should do
a
it in the
choice.
beginning?
I think
No, I'm asking if
Because I was
he
gonna say,
thinks you should do it in the
most
beginning.
marketing people, when I speak to, when I talk about you, they know I signed you. They like, he shouldn't be gay when he come out. I'm like, why?
That is that's the setup. That's the
I
setup.
don't understand that.
And people keep like,
And what
and I
I'm
don't
saying is, you should be able to choose what you want to
choose
do.
whatever the fuck you want to do. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this from a signed standpoint.
Period.
You can't. I'm not gonna sit here and sell something to you because if I feel like I want to say it about that person, I'm gonna say it. You see what I'm saying? And nobody has these straight people. You don't have to have a disclaimer when straight people come out with music.
True.
That is so like.
True.
Are we
Or
okay?
bisexual.
Or bisexual? Are we okay?
But let's not act like it's not a perception when an artist comes out, the way they dress, the way they talk.
Oh no, most definitely. Right. But see, then there's mind fucks like me, because you see how I am today. I'm very But tomorrow, I'm in a pleated plaid skirt, baby.
It might be a skirt.
I'm in a pleated plaid skirt tomorrow.
That's what made me like you, though.
Shake with me if you want, like, and nobody's gonna say nothing. And if you do, I'm with that too. You see what I'm saying? So, but it shouldn't even have to go that far. It shouldn't even have to go that far. Nobody cares anymore. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And if you're a straight male, because a big thing is with men. That's where the beef comes at with me. I have never sat and thought what these straight men are doing in their bedrooms. That is so weird to me. And y'all sit there and Boosie.
I was just gonna
Go.
Where's
I
my
was gonna
camera?
ask you.
Where's my camera?
Right here.
I was
Boosie.
just gonna ask you about Boosie.
From somebody whose only song that I know starts with two red bones kissing in the back seat, glorifying lesbianism, and you have the nerve, the audacity, the gumption to sit here and down talk your daughter, but you're glorifying this? So either one of two things, you hiding something or you cap. And you don't, we can't believe anything you say in your rap. Because that's the biggest contradiction right there. Nah, my daughter okay. I'm cool with my daughter. It's cool when it turns you on.
But it's not cool to be.
But if I had said two red bone niggas kissing in the backseat, I'm getting all the pause. Hey, yo, whose man's is this? You see what I'm saying? Everything is not for everybody also. It's just, we got bigger things to worry about.
We do.
Tell your man to go pick up his kids. Send your baby mother some bread.
Well, you got petitions at the wazoo coming.
Buy some Pampers. Stop your mans from running in there and robbing that. And running down on niggas. Stop them. Stop the beef. Where's that? But you worried about who I'm fucking?
Two niggas, yeah.
You a little and that's how I can pick up. No, for real, because that's how I can.
I love Chad. I'm looking at Chad.
No.
First day producer.
No, for real. Like no G shit. That's how I can. It's like fish in a barrel. If I walk in the room and niggas get uncomfortable, oh, it's you. But it be the same niggas that'll bash me in the comments. I promise on my father. Then I'll go to my DMs and to the request. I'm just trying to see what the throat about, bro.
Shut the fuck. And that's the show.
I'm dead ass, and y'all know I'm dead ass.
Yeah, we do.
Kayne, I know you dead ass.
You just told me I should die, and now you're in my DMs talking weird. It's been men that have come up in this studio, in these rooms.
It's time to go. Let's go.
Quiet to me the whole time.
Go ahead.
Quiet to me the whole time. Then I leave the room and y'all find my socials. I can end a lot of shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not with the out and shit, because that's not my truth to tell.
Right.
Damn, I love you,
But
bro.
fucking with me, you gonna sign this NDA.
Period.
Or you can bounce like the
And we
NDA.
can go to the next one, baby. Let's go. Let's bring Kia back in and finish that up. Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to. I'm going to say Aubrey Graham.
Yeah, do the lawyer thing.
Aubrey Graham sues UMG now twice.
In 2 days.
Alleging that UMG funneled payments to media giants to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" using bots and payola.
Are you gonna start with this one?
So yes, I'm setting the scene for him. I'm setting the scene. So
I love it.
with all the legalese, he's alleging that they put money behind Kendrick Lamar's song and used bots to inflate the numbers so that it increased popularity. The second one is where I was like, he's done after this. But the second lawsuit alleges defamation. He's suing UMG for defamation, stating that they deliberately promoted a song that called him a predator and a pedophile, and says that the label should have refused to release the song.
Drake is acting like a white man right now.
There we go.
Let me say this.
He called the police.
Let me say this. To sue a company for doing something that I guess you say is against you, knowing that they did it for you to make you the biggest artist in the world, is the most contradictory shit in the world. I bet you Lucien and Jeff Harson, I'm looking like, this motherfucker got nerve. How you suing us for doing what you know we did to blow you up?
Absolutely.
And by the way, before he said the pedophile line, you could cute dog. I'm close as hell to Teron. That's my brother. If somebody said on record his sumo might be my son, hold up, nigga. That's like you said that this man's child might be his manager's child.
Yeah.
And said he beats his wife. But you mad because he called you a pedophile? In my world, he just one-upped your ass. Oh, you want to go there?
Okay.
I'm going to show you where I can go. It's kind of like, it's kind of like we was on that That's Debatable when Mandy and Chaotic was talking that shit. Mandy said, and it was like, she let load on that. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it's like, okay.
So for me, I just think it's contradictory. And the reason why I wanted to prove that it's contradictory is because my brother sitting to the right of you.
Yes.
Was on his mode, everything. He was a smart businessman. He saw Best I Ever Had come out. He saw that they owed him something for it. He sued, and then Drake clowned him on an interview.
Let me interject right
Go
here.
ahead, please. I want you to get the floor.
Now, first of all, I did not have to sue. First of all, because of the fact that I was already in a deal with Universal Music Publishing, and I already had the original song, which Do It For The Boy by Lil Wayne, was already registered in their system. So when this came out, instead of me going to sue, what I went to do was call Tom Sturgis, who was a CEO of
Exactly.
and I'm like, yo, Tom, I'm like, Tom, this is what's going on. I called the CEO of the music publisher, Universal Music Group, the same people he's suing. I called them and I said, yo, this is what's going on. Here's the record. Here's my record. They got a musicologist, and they said, you know what? They hit the gavel. Bam. They said, we're gonna give you 25%. We give you 25% of the song. So everything was moved. My credits were given, and this is before the first check came out on the PROs.
Good for you.
So, because a lot of times when you sue, you're gonna try to sue somebody personally. You gotta try to get their money. They might file bankruptcy. All that. So I was able to make my move prior to the check being cut. So and then Baby paid me for the original song. Everything went the way I needed to go. Okay, I didn't have to sue. Okay, now the problem is this was already taken care of. 9 months later, the song comes out. I go get a BMI award for the song.
I remember that.
And that's when the public found out I had credit with the Best I Ever Had.
Yep.
Mind you, the whole time I'm knowing this song is I have credit with this song.
Right.
I'd already fixed my issue with the situation. It wasn't until I come out with it people started to have an opinion about it, and that's when Drake said I lied. Okay, so now everyone is on Drake. He's a new wave. He's a new hot. So me, I'm just Kia Shine So Crispy. All they know me from, and some of my people who really rolled me from Memphis, who know my background, was like, nah, bro, what he's saying trill. But it didn't matter. Drake was the hottest MC at the time. Yep. So you know what? I had to just sit and let it be. The checks were coming to the house. I didn't care nothing about what they were talking about. That check was the best I ever had, and that's what I told you. So I didn't care. Now, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Oh! Now look at it. Now he is going through a situation where Kendrick is on fire. And the people don't want to hear about what Drake got to say.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so now he wants to come out and he wants to go sue. Brother, I said it earlier in the show, you are being a male Karen. We will call you Daren.
Daren.
Daren is who your name is from now on. Brother, you could have just took the L. take the L, go back to the studio, make more songs. Or just don't make songs, but just be quiet.
Yeah.
Shut up. Don't post anything. Go do your tours. You're up on almost $1 billion.
Yep.
Bro, let Kendrick have his run. Cool. You
Y'all
got it,
miss me.
homie.
Yeah.
You got it.
Y'all miss
I'm
me.
gonna let y'all miss me, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do my thing. You suing the same label that's been helping you, the same people that gave you a
$500
$500 million?
Yeah.
Like, come on. It was a movie, you know the movie, Casino.
Yep.
Sam Rothstein.
One of my favorite movies.
Why Sam Rothstein was up there trying to sue the people, the very people that was allowing the mob to come in and rob the situation.
What are you doing?
These are our people, Sam. That's what they were like. What are you doing? So now, Drake, you're in here doing this Daren activity. What are you doing, Drake? This is the y'all who think he's from Memphis. His dad is from Memphis. He's not from Memphis. This is not Memphis behavior. This is Toronto, fam. You hear me, fam? It's Toronto, fam. Now listen, fam. What you should do, fam, is be quiet, fam. You know what I mean? You hear me? Minds need to be quiet, fam. Pick an accent and whatever you need to hear it in, and just be quiet. And let bro, Kendrick got it right now.
Yeah.
And if anybody thought you won, this behavior makes us be like, bro, no.
Yeah.
Listen, my son not liked us 1,000,000 times by himself.
Yeah.
It was my son.
Yeah.
Them streams was real.
Yeah.
This is
You know what I
real-
mean?
those
Like
are real
seriously.
streams.
Hey, those are some
real-
real streams.
those are real
That's the
streams.
last song you should say should
That
be real.
song,
not
that
like
song,
us.
that thing was
You
real.
couldn't walk out
You
the
couldn't
door
go nowhere without
without
hearing
hearing
that. You
it.
go to the basketball game, you gonna hear it. Like, come
in
on,
Harlem,
bro.
they playing it at the they
Yeah.
playing it at the Harlem
Come on.
Renaissance barbecue.
Right.
Like, they didn't play the lyrics, they just playing
Come on, man.
It's like, bruh, I told people, I said, this one feels different. This one feels different.
Yeah.
Because it's like, imagine somebody it's like Floyd Mayweather finally taking a loss. That 50-0, best ever, the money team, everything you built your shit on.
He took down Goliath.
Exactly. And my thing was, nigga, you were Goliath.
Yeah.
And you got taken down by a nigga from the hood. And not only he took you down, he exposed you to where you are. I only want to say this. When did the accent get so thick?
Yeah.
Oh my God, when
But
did it
you
get so thick, bro?
You know what
Listen.
is crazy about this is that Drake, what Kendrick showed him was that you're not of our culture, but I'm finna show you how much I'm indebted in my culture. Like I'm deep off the So like I'm gonna bully you. I'm gonna bully
This is
because
true.
what they thought was,
This
and
is
this is
true.
what pisses me off about Aubrey.
Talking shit. I love this, man. Let's
This
go.
pisses me off about Aubrey is that he begged him to come outside.
Yeah, he did.
Asked him.
Yeah, he did.
I want you to reply, respond. This nigga whoops your ass and then you call the police?
And this is a
You
woman
call the
saying
police?
this. This is a woman saying
Like
this.
that's crazy.
It's a
Like,
female- a
you
woman.
ask him to step in the street, he does.
Beat your ass.
Whoops your ass.
No.
Drags you.
No.
Drags you by the pigtails.
Not throwing people doors. Say, you see him?
Yeah.
Take a picture of this.
Is it the bread?
Next door.
Yeah.
He cut the
And
braids.
he cut him. And he balding. And he's balding.
listen.
And he's balding.
Listen,
The man
that is so
stressed.
true.
My name
That
is
is so
stressed.
true. Listen,
He's stressed.
he had no.
He's stressed.
I said the reason why he lost the battle was your point. He had no neighborhood to go back to.
Exactly.
Nothing.
And
You
Kendrick
can't-
told you like
I'ma go.
the
I'm-
West
yeah.
is behind me.
Yes.
Like I've never seen. And
Where
then-
you live? Matter of fact, the basketball player that you thought was your homie that did
Yeah.
the commercial with, he in my video.
He in my
Yeah.
video.
He shows you you're not
Like-
one of us.
You're not one of
And
us.
Not like us.
You're not like us.
And by the way, if I was him, I would have ran with that shit. All right, I'm not like y'all then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a different person then.
Yeah.
I'll wait for y'all to miss me then. I'm
Yes.
not like y'all. I'm gone. I'm gonna go get on my 767. I'm gonna travel the world and fuck everything moving. I might get married, but I'm gonna come back and tell y'all about my journey and that's all he had to do. But it shows you. I don't care how you say. People always say money is addictive. Drugs addictive. Sugar's addictive. The most addictive thing is fame.
Fame.
And we
Attention.
see- And we seeing
Them
like
superpowers getting
I was
neutralized.
about to say. He
Baby.
said he watching him fall. He's falling
You saw
apart.
a world-class ego bruise.
Bro,
Superpower getting neutralized.
for you
That's
to
what it
be
was.
like, dog, this Kendrick dropped this like 6 months ago,
Yes.
and you're still mad. You're still on.
Yeah.
You angry, drinking. It's like, bro. I told people, I said, dog, if you can't laugh at this, you gonna cry at it.
Yeah.
And guess what he should have said? I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
Respect the Compton, bro. I didn't know you had,
people-
and it would have been over.
People
Yeah.
only sue when it's affecting their bottom line. It's affecting Drake's money. That's why we're seeing this lawsuit
It
come
is,
out
but
too.
it's
He dropped that
more
100
than
gig
money.
stanza.
That's what
He
I'm
thought
saying,
that
but I'm
he
saying-
blaming them. He literally said, and I just gotta say this. He literally said he was blaming them for 100 gigs not performing. See, he's so caught up in what's happening, he doesn't realize the music business never had control, my nigga. You was just the star. You was the phenom.
Yes.
And no, it's nothing better to slingshot yourself to the top than to take down the giant.
Yeah.
Nigga, now Buster Douglas is gonna be known forever because he beat my type of
I got a question.
You're suing Universal for defamation, but not the MC
Not the
himself.
Yeah, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Do y'all think that he is so far removed that further proving Kendrick's point, like you're not like us, that he didn't see that this was going to be the response?
Yes.
Or do you not
Yeah,
think that
he-
he doesn't
no.
care?
No, he
was a
didn't know.
calculated
He didn't know.
knockout.
Okay.
That's
no,
like
I also agree.
Okay,
but I just wanna hear.
so Tyga has an interview. He said about Drake. It was like when Drake first came out. I always remember how people close talk to people.
Yeah.
And Tyga said he's just not a genuine guy.
Yeah.
He'll tell you one thing and do another thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's done that. And in our world, when you're the giant, you can get away with
Yeah.
stomping on people.
Exactly.
But you better be ready when that
when-
motherfucking challenge comes.
when they
because
switch.
when it's coming, and if you ain't ready, you're gonna get exposed, what you did. Now you at the game, at the Toronto game, sitting front seat, looking at this dude like, bitch, dog,
Whispering.
go home.
Whispering it.
Go
Bro,
home, bro. Go home.
like
go to your $100 million house. Go to your $200 million plane.
Go cry in the plane.
Go and bust what?
cry in
And
the
laugh
plane.
at us, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. Kendrick won, but the rest of y'all are broke,
Yeah.
and now we crying.
Exactly.
And I'll be cool with that, nigga. Take
Yeah.
your.
I mean,
That would have been a better angle. Honestly.
I think you got to
Any
take the.
angle is
When
better
he
than
went at Joe Budden,
two
when he went at
lawsuits.
Joe Budden,
Yeah.
it was like he was.
Any angle is better than two
He
lawsuits.
literally said the Nietzsche jeans. He sat down. It's because he had the upper hand.
Yeah.
When he thought he was losing, and he was like, he couldn't understand how this little short 5-foot nigga from Compton, who drops albums every 4 years, is killing me. The bitches love me. The niggas love me. The streets
But you know
love
the
me.
crazy thing? The bitches is loving Kendrick now too.
They love. Them say the bitches like whoever
Listen.
kills the king.
I would love to have heard the conversation between J. Cole and Drake. Like that hey dude, I'm out. Like
No. Drake is like, no, I got it, fam.
No,
I got it,
I got it, fam.
I got it, fam.
No, but here's the thing. I think Drake should have took an NBA player. Like let's say whoever loses the championship game when it comes
Yep.
to, okay, I'm rooting for you, but you lose. You know, hey, we took a loss. We back next season. You go get on your jet. Next thing you know, you look at the Instagram, they with their family somewhere in Belize, having a great time, whatever, Aruba, wherever they want to go.
Yeah.
You know,
Cute little sabbatical.
even though the fans are in how we lost, the NBA player who got all the bag is like, I'm over here with my family. I've moved on.
Yep.
Drake clearly has not moved on.
Because he can't believe he lost.
Because-
he's mad at you.
Yeah.
He's mad at you.
Yeah.
He's mad at you. He's mad at all of us because we're saying he lost. He's like, how dare y'all?
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, ain't nobody bigger than the sun and the moon. I'm taking
Nah.
that. Like, what
Listen.
Dev said, you ain't bigger than the sun and the moon, baby.
He go to ego.
lost
The thing
4
about
times,
it's
y'all.
ego.
He took 4 ass whoopings.
It's ego. You gotta drop the E and just go.
Like dude took
You
your
got
lunch
it's
money.
ego. You
Dude
gotta
took
drop.
your lunch money every day.
I'm gonna give you one more. It's emotion. You gotta drop the E and just have motion.
Yep. This man is a
know
rapper.
what I'm
Well, he's
saying?
great with those words.
You
I
know?
love
So,
that.
And that's just a lot of time people when they hear me talk about it, this is not hate. This is just
Truth.
This is truth.
Yeah.
Y'all confuse truth with hate. No, you can be a great artist and still be you can be rich and piss poor morally. You could be rich. You could be a great artist and still not be a great person. In this game, people will let you get along. They'll let you go with that for as long as possible until it's time to fall back down. You know what I mean? And this is just what's taking place, bro. He played it all the way wrong. His team, people around him, they're not directing him right. If Chubbs is your dude, Chubbs would have been said, "Hey, bro, hey, no, bro, hey, no, let's go black."
Can I ask you a question?
Kendrick don't do nothing but tweet. Look at his last 4 tweets.
His last five, yeah.
It's like
yeah,
boom,
yeah.
missile,
It's
boom,
big.
missile, boom, missile. Like, and other than that, he got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Take a note. Look at your watch the film.
look at the film.
Look at the film, bro.
Look at the film.
Watch the film and look at what your other team, what your opponent, the op is doing, and take notes, bro. It's not happening, fam.
My last question is.
I love this guy. I would say this. I would say the last thing. I would say this to the camera. My brother, the most important thing to learning how to win is learning how to lose too.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't walk out to a loss with your chest up, with your chin up, you ain't gonna come back tomorrow to fight.
No.
So my thing is take this L like a man. I'm pretty sure your dad said fuck it. and your mom is like Sue, because your mom's white, your dad's black, your dad from Memphis, like, hey, nigga, you better go. Dad probably said, you better go beat that nigga ass.
Yeah,
and Dad was like, we're not fighting, we're
Dad cool
suing.
as hell,
By the
man.
way, they heard that. They said they said he sued Degrassi. He's been suing a lot of people on the low. Like, it started to come out. By the way, last thing I'm gonna say, when you punch, if you in the hood and you punch a nigga in the face, what you know gonna have to happen? We got to fight, right?
We got to fight.
If you go to any suburban neighborhood, you punch a white man in the face, what is he gonna yell?
He gonna sue. He gonna call the law.
Suing you. He showed us who he was, and when you in conflict, you showed us who you are. Talk about something else. Go ahead.
Wait, I want to ask, where do y'all think Drake's career goes from here?
Home.
I don't know, Daren. I'm calling him Daren.
Okay,
Daren, you
okay,
gotta get your name back.
Aubrey. Where does Aubrey go?
Aubrey,
First thing he gotta do is he gotta get Drake back.
You gotta get
Yeah,
Drake
we gotta-
back, bro. Let's get
The
from
armor
Daren
is
to Drake. Let's drop the
obviously
lawsuits.
damaged. The armor is damaged. Where does he go from here?
Okay, so I'm a strategist. So to say where does he go from here is slightly conflicting for me because where he goes from here depends on what he does. And what he's been showing us that he's gonna do is just go keep digging himself deeper and deeper in the hole. Because when he lost the battle, he still had white people on his side. They was like, hey, it's just a rap battle, we don't care. But when he filed that lawsuit, white people was like, hey, aren't you in hip hop, bro? I don't know. I mean, I don't say the N-word. I don't know if you can do that in their world.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, Universal did say the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of the artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. That's what their response was to Drake. But now I guess the lawyer's going to be responding to Daren at this point, and we'll see what happens.
Basically, you took the L and you need to deal with
Just
it.
take the L, man.
Hey, well,
Nothing.
I will say this. Keyshawn, you can come on this show any day, brother.
Hey, man,
You
I
met-
appreciate
listen,
it.
you gave me the most entertaining thing.
Man,
when you
I
took that thumb. And to be honest with you, I'm going to just say this on record. You deserve it.
I appreciate it,
And
bro.
let me tell you,
Like,
you deserve it
thank you,
because
bro.
they, in this business, they choose their favorites.
Yeah.
And like you said, he was on his way taking off, and sometimes it's like, fuck everybody, we want the star.
Yeah.
And you held it down, you came back, and the day that he's going downwards, you in the #1 movie in the world.
Go see it,
That's
Red
what-
One.
That's what patience and faith looks like.
Yeah, man.
And that's what you always taught. I just want to give you that on camera,
I
bro. You
appreciate
deserve
that.
that.
I'm like, come on, bro. You know,
Sure.
and your evolution and what you've been doing, it's just been consistent and persistent, bro.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I mean? And we got to give each other our flowers while we're alive, bro. Rest in peace, Chubby, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because you see guys for 20 plus years out here doing this work, doing what we're doing, bro, elevating, evolving, not becoming dinosaurs. Anything that's not growing is dying. We continue to grow. And I just love what you got going, bro. And I love this show. And I want to definitely come back and be a part of it.
Man, you come
bro.
back
You know what I'm
anytime.
saying?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's do it.
Indeed.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Gia,
Oh,
for
thank
being,
you very much,
being
man.
here. It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure. As always, please like, share, subscribe, comment, come at us because y'all don't.
Oh, we
Hold
viral,
back.
They don't
I
man.
love
buy
it.
none in them comments. They come after us.
Hey,
but that's fine.
it's all.
We appreciate it.
If comments weren't free, they wouldn't leave them.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
we got all the bars.
You got some bars,
I
boy.
got a lot of quotables from this one. But this is That's Debatable, and we are out.
Let's go.